Oh, hi, hello students. I'm Shashi. I'm your maths teacher, and as you know, the final exams are going to start in the month of February. So, I've just decided to help the students to go with some critical chapters which they find difficult. So, I'm trying to just highlight you some concepts and questions, how to solve the questions. So one thing I came to know is the mensuration chapter. Many students get stuck in the mensuration because there is a lot of formulas to be learned. So there is no other way out. You have to learn the formula and you have to make the practices, try multiple questions. That is the only way out to deal with the chapter. Once you go with the formula and multiple type of questions, you will get recalled all the formulas at the correct time. So without wasting any time, we'll just solve the first 5 questions of NCERT chapter 11 of class 8. So before moving forward, I'll just let you know for this chapter what formulas you will be required. So this is mensuration and 2D figures. These are all 2D figures. So you'll be required the area and perimeter of certain figures like square, triangle, rectangle, circle and parallelogram, because in these 5 questions you will be needed this only. So just to save time, I have mentioned it before and solved the questions. So area of a square, this is square. So this is the sides of a square. As you know, the square has all the 4 sides equal, so all the sides are a and a, and area of a square is side square and perimeter is 4 times. Now just keep in mind what is area. Area is something that the object occupies the space for that. Suppose you have a eraser like this, and it is something, some measurement like 3, 8, 2. So its area will be, this is a rectangle, so its area will be length into width. It will be 6, suppose centimeter, so centimeter square. So when you will be placing this eraser anywhere in the room, anywhere the table or your box, anywhere, 6 centimeter of space it will be occupied. That is called the area of the object. Basically how much space the object is occupying, that defines the area. And what is perimeter? Perimeter is the total boundary length traveled. Like if you start traveling from this point here, this to this point, to this point, to this point, this point, how much length it is traveled is called the perimeter. For a square you travel 1 2 3 4 4 times a, so it is 4a. So just remember what is the concept of area and concept of perimeter. Now for triangle, this side is a, b and c, and this is the perpendicular drawn from one of its vertex, it is h. So area is half into base into height, and perimeter is again a plus b plus c. Similarly rectangle, area of rectangle, you know, its length into width, and perimeter is 2 times length into width, like this plus this and this plus this. For circle, area is pi r square and perimeter is 2 pi r. 2r is also called the diameter, so it is also sometimes written as pi d. And you know the value of pi is 22 by 7 or 3.14. You have to use specifically according to the situation of the question, what question demands. It is 20, is it requires 22 by 7 or 3.14, that while solving you come to know. This perimeter, this perimeter of circle is also called the circumference of circle. This total is called the circumference. If you draw a line, this is the semicircle, this is the upper semicircle, this is the lower semicircle, and this is the total circle. Similarly parallelogram, this is the side, this is the base, and this is the perpendicular drawn from one of its vertex, and this is height. So area is base into height, means this into this, and perimeter is again 2 into b plus a, means 2 times b and 2 times a. So these are the important formulas will be required for this chapter. Now without wasting time, we'll just move to first question and see how it is solved, how to read the question and how to understand the question and how to proceed to solving the question, because everything is given in the question. You just need to understand how to interpret that and how to read that. Like in the first question, you see a square, it is given a square and a rectangle, means this is a square and this is rectangle with the measurement as given in the figure have the same perimeter. Which field has a larger area? Okay, so just I have mentioned here, this is a square and this is rectangle, and what is given, you have to write down what is given in the question. Given this, both have the same perimeter, like perimeter of a square is equals to perimeter of rectangle. This is given, and what you have to find, which has the larger area. So you need to find the area of square and rectangle. Now you know area of a square is side square, so you can find the area of a square, and area of is length into width. So length is given, you have to find the width. So how you will going to find the width? It will be from the given parameters in the question. So given is perimeter of a square is 4 into side is equals to perimeter of rectangle. What is given? Both have the same perimeter. So 4 into side is equal to 2 into 80 plus W, length plus width. 4 into 60 is the side of a square, it is given. So 4 into 60 is equal to 2 into 80 plus W. Now 60 into 4 is 2 to 40 is equal to 60 plus 2 into width. If you solve this will go this side, it's a minus sign. 240 less 160 is equal to 2 into width. So width will come to 40 meters. Now you can calculate the area of both the figures. So area of a square is side square. You can see it's 60 into 660 square. It will be 60 into 60, so 3600. And the area of rectangle is length into width. So length is given 80, width we have calculated 40. So 80 into 40 is 3200. So you can see area of a square is larger. So from the given concept, you have to find what is required to solve the problem. Now we'll see the second question. Mr. Kaushik has a square plot with the measurement shown in the figure. Mrs. Kaushik, she wants to construct a house in the middle of the plot. So this is the plot, this is 25, this is 25, this is the square plot, okay, and she wants to construct a house in the middle of the plot. This is the house, length is 20 and width is 15. So it is both have different dimensions, so it is a rectangle. This is length and this is width. A garden is developed around the house. This is the garden area. A garden is developed, and find the total cost of developing a garden around the house at the rate of 55 per meter square. For of 1 meter square, what is the rate? It's 55. So we'll go to the question. Now this is the garden, 25, 25, and this is the house, and this shaded part is your garden. This is the outer total, and this is the dimension of house, 20, 25. Now what is given? The plot is a square. First of all, side is 25 meter here, and rectangle house, length whose length is 20 meter and width is 15 meter. And cost of developing garden is rupees 55 per square meter. So this will be required later. So before proceeding forward, we have to calculate the area of the garden. So if you know the area of the garden, then you will multiply with its rate of developing and you will get the total rate. So area of garden will be area of square this much, like square plot, less this much, less house. So area of square minus area of house. So area of square is side square and area of house length into width is equal to 25 square minus 20 into 15. 25 square is 625 and this is 300. So area of garden is 325 meter square. Now for 1 meter square cost of developing is rupees 55 given. So for 325 meter square cost of developing will be 55 into 325 is equal to rupees 17875. So this much amount will be required. So for you have to just analyze the question before moving forward. Now I'll move to next question. If you have any doubt, you need to understand in a better way, or anything not understood, you can just write it in the comment section. Now third question. The shape of a garden is rectangular in the middle and semicircular at the end as shown in the diagram. Find the area and the perimeter of this garden. Now just for your ease, it is given length of rectangle is 20 less 3.5 plus 3.5. So means this is 3.5 and this is 3.5, which is the radius of semicircle. Now what is given in this question? Length of rectangle. This is given 20 less 3.5 plus 3.5 means this will be your 3.5 and this is your 3.5, the radius of semicircle. So this comes to be 20 less 3.7, this is 13 meter. Width of rectangle is given in the figure. It is 7 meter. This is the width of rectangle. Now we have to find the area and perimeter. So first we will find the area. So area will be area of this rectangle and area of this part and area of this part. So if this is one semicircle and this is other semicircle, if we join this, it will become a circle. Two semicircle, suppose this is one semicircle, this, and there is one other semicircle. If you join, it will become a circle. So similarly, to just find the area of rectangle plus area of two semicircles is equal to area of rectangle plus area of circle. Area of rectangle is length into width and area of circle is pi r square. So length is 13, width is 7, 13 into 7 plus pi into 3.5 into 3.5 is the radius. This is given, this is 3.5 and this is 3.5. You can also calculate from this also. This is 7, it is a diameter. So if we divide 7 by 2, it will be 3.5. Now solve this. 13 into 7 is equal to 95. This is pi 22 by 7 into 3.5 into 3.5. If 7 cuts 3.5, it will be 0.5. 91 plus 22 into 0.5 into 3.5. 0.5 is nothing but 1 by 2. You can write 0.5 is equals to 1 by 2. Because if you remove this point, it will 1 0 and 5 by 2. So 1 by 2 is half. So half of 22 is 11. So 11 into 3.5. 99 plus 11 into 3.5 is 38.5. So area will be 129.5 meter square. Now to calculate the perimeter, you have to just, so perimeter is this rectangle, means this part, this part, this part, this part and this part. This is the perimeter of this figure. You don't have to consider these parts. Okay, because total length is this. So this is this part of rectangle, this part, and this curved surface, one curved surface and two curved surface. So this is a semicircle. You can see this is a semicircle. So it is two long sides of rectangle, means this and this, and curved part of two semicircles, this and this. This is the perimeter, you know, this and this. So curved part of two means two semicircle, like this is one semicircle and this is other semicircle. It will be a complete circle. This is equal to circumference of circle. So two long sides of rectangle, 2 into 13. 13 is given that side of rectangle, and circumference circle is 2 pi r. How we find the perimeter of circle? It is 2 pi r. So 2 into 13 plus 2 into pi, 22 by 7 into radius is 3.5. Again you solve 7.5, 26 into 22 into 0.5 means 22 into half, it will be 11. 11 into 2 again 22, or you can just 0.5 and 2, it can be cut. So 26 plus 22 is equal to 48 meter will be your perimeter of the figure. This is slightly you need to think how to calculate the perimeter, because sometimes what you will do, will just calculate the perimeter of this rectangle and will calculate the perimeter of this part and of this part. So this will be counted twice, so you don't have to count this. Perimeter will be only this part. Now moving to the next fourth question. A flooring tile has the shape of a parallelogram whose base is 24 cm and corresponding height is 10 cm. Now here you can see dimension is given in centimeter. Base is 24 and height is 10. How much tiles are required to cover a floor of area 1080 meter square? Here area is given in meter and sides are given in centimeter. So you have to be in one dimension, either in centimeter or in meter. So you have to convert meter square to centimeter square, or you convert the centimeter to meter. We'll see how it is done. So given is base 24 centimeter and height is 10 centimeters. So we can calculate the area of this parallelogram. Now number of and required to find out the number of tiles required to cover the area of this meter square, 1080 meter square. So total area by area of one tile you need to calculate. This will give you the number of tiles. So area of tile is 24 into 10 centimeter square. Now we will convert it into meter square. So it will be divided by 10,000. So it will come to 240 divided by 10,000. This will be cut by this. This comes from this is equal to this to this, and this there will be 0, and for 1 there is a point. 024 meter square. You get the area. This is only the tricky part in this question. You have to convert the centimeter square into meter square. So number of tiles equal to total floor area by area of one tile. Total floor area is 1080 and area of one tile 0.024 meter square. Meter square cut by meter square, point be 1000 upper. If we solve this, it will come to be 45 into 1000 or 45,000 tiles. So now we move to the next fifth question. An ant is moving around a few food pieces of different shapes scattered on the floor. For which food piece would the ant have to take a longer route around? Remember, circumference of circle can be obtained by using the expression 2 pi r, where r is radius of circle. Okay, so ant is moving in this way to have a food piece. This figure is like this and this is like this. So basically, longer round means you have to calculate the perimeter of all the figures. So let's see. We'll go with first figure. First figure is this semicircle, and this is the curved part, and this is the straight line. Now this is a semicircle. Diameter is 2.8 centimeter. It's given. So its radius will be half of diameter, 1.4 centimeter. Now perimeter of semicircle. For this part, perimeter will be perimeter of this curved part plus this diameter. So this is half. We know the perimeter of circle is 2 pi r. So for semicircle it will be 2 pi r by 2 only pi r. So curved part, this is pi r plus 2r. This is 2 times radius. Diameter is 2r. So value of pi is 22 by 7 into 1.2. This is the radius plus 2 into radius. 4.4 plus 2.2, 7.2 centimeter. This is the perimeter of this semicircle. So for this, ant has to cover a distance of 7.2 centimeter. Now the second figure. Second figure is shape with rectangle and semicircle. So this is a type of rectangle. We cover this, and this is a semicircle. So ant will have to cover this and this curved part. So since this is not a complete rectangle, if this was given, it will be a complete rectangle. So this is not a complete rectangle. So we can find the perimeter by this side plus this side plus this side plus this curved part, half semicircle. So this side is 1.5, 2 vertical. So perimeter will be 2 vertical sides, this side plus this side and this side. So this is 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 2.8 plus pi r. I have written pi r plus 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 2.8. Again, whole perimeter is 2 pi r. This is half, so it will be pi r. Pi is 22.7, r is again 1.4. Because this is 2.8, this is the diameter. If you divide it by 2, it will be 2.8 divided by 2 will be 1.4. So radius is 1.4. 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 2.8 is 5.8. So it's 4.4 plus 5.8, 10.2. So ant has to travel a distance of 10.2 centimeter for the second figure. Now we'll see the last figure. What is this? So last figure is this two slant lines. This is slant line, one slant line, this is second slant line, and this again a semicircle. Again semicircle has a diameter 2.8. So its radius will be 1.4. So for perimeter, this side plus pi r. So curved part plus 2 slant lines. So pi r plus 2 plus 2 is solved. You get 8.4 centimeter. Same, pi is 22.7 into 1.4. So what the conclusion? The ant will have to take the longest round around food piece B, because this is 8.4, B is something around 10.2, and A was 7.2. So this way you have to think the questions and go for the solutions. You have to briefly check what is given in the question, and you have to learn the formulas, because without learning the formulas nothing will be solved. So initially when you solve the problem, write the formula every time. Don't just skip to directly to the question, write the formulas every time, then solve. So automatically it will be reminded when you go for the next time. And solve from the multiple books. This is NCERT. Go for RS Agarwal or any other supplementary books you are having. Maths is all just math is only the practice. So that's all for today's video. In the next video we will be doing the trapezium, and what is the next trapezium, and I think chapter 11.2 what covers like quadrilateral and all. So thank you everyone. Do like the video and subscribe my channel. If you have any question, any doubt in any of the question, just write the question in the comment box. I will give you the solution with detailed explanation for everything. Thank you for watching. Keep studying. Bye bye.